Hi, welcome to the Tryforce podcast, where we talk about video games, we talk about movies, anime now, apparently.
Yeah, we're fucking multimedia at this point.
That alone is going to get us copyright.
Watch the show.
No.
It's the Tryforce.
What's up, Z?
Hey, man.
I feel like it's a good podcast where we don't start with the word so.
So, or launch into any sort of diatribe, but yeah.
Absolutely.
It's good to see it.
You know, we don't have any unhinged bits to start the show today, but I do have a very fun anecdotal tale that kind of relates to Dragon Ball Z, I guess.
Take it away.
Yeah, absolutely. So just quick before I do this, I just want to shout out my buddy Adamus. He's the one that turned me on to Dragon Ball Z in general when we were like children.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so this is a deep cut. So I was at a card shop with him yesterday and we were playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And it evolved into a shouting match with everybody looking around us. And Nicole is like, "Are you guys like okay?" And we both looked at her and went, "Yeah, we're good. Why? What's up?" And I'm like, I don't think I've ever had a pure Goku and Vegeta moment with somebody like that before. And I'm watching Dragon Ball Super and I'm like seeing how Goku and Vegeta talk to each other. I'm like, wow, that really is that really is it, huh?
You guys just yell, but out of love.
Oh my god, it was so funny. It was just like Nicole was like, "I thought you guys liked each other." And we're like, "Oh yeah."
You texted me his name, and I wasn't expecting that to be the pronunciation. That's a cool name, man.
Yeah. Oh, dude, he's the best. Like, I feel like so it was funny because we hadn't talked in a long time, and he was like my best friend when I was like 3 years old.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, it is nuts. And I feel like if we get all three of us in the same room together, it's going to be like, it's just going to be too much power in a room. You know what I mean? I feel like it's just three of the exact same human beings in the same room is just, it's not going to be good for the timeline.
Past, present, and future.
Literally.
Oh my god. Well, I'm excited. I can't wait to celebrate your bachelor party with him.
Dude, I'm so glad, and I can't thank you enough for planning it, dude. I'm so excited for what you got for me.
You better be, brother. I got you. But we've got a lot of stuff for the audience, actually, because we are entering a new saga today after we wrap up our Beerus stuff. And it's one that's we've already hyped up before. But
I was rewatching it all day today, and I'm so excited. I'm just like, oh, he's here, he's in charge. He's still tiny, but he's here.
But he is decidedly in charge, despite not being large.
Oh, yes.
Last time that we sort of met to discuss the Dragon Balls, we learned that Vegeta is leaving to go train with Whis, who is Beerus's attendant, on Beerus's planet. Now this comes back like later on in the Golden Frieza arc, which we're going to get into today, but we still have some stuff to kind of wrap this up with episode 17, which they have like B plots that allow them to bridge the A plot, and I don't know if I love it or absolutely despise it. I'll be honest.
Really?
With you. I don't know, because like I feel like you could tell the story, but also I feel like Dragon Ball is so ensemble that we do need to know what's going on in the background, so that when we cut back to everybody, when somebody has new hair or is suddenly not a villain or has a child, we have to like, oh, we show this. It's just,
yeah, it's like, I don't know. I feel like it would suffer the problem that Dragon Ball Z Kai has, where there's a lot of stuff that happens, and like, yeah, it happens in the filler episodes, but they call back to the filler episodes. And then if they do that when you don't show that, it's like, what the hell are you talking about? You know, it's so... I know what you mean. I don't like how long it takes to get here, but you gotta like slog through it to get to the good stuff.
True. And we're about to get to some really, really good stuff.
Yes.
So I see no reason for us not to begin. What about you?
Let's do it.
Okay, we got episode 17, which has an OAD of November 1st, 2015 in the Japanese dub, and an air date of May 6th, 2017 in the English dub. Title for that is Pan is Born and Goku Goes on a Training Trip.
I cannot believe this show is 6 years old.
Wild, right? I was just thinking about that. I was like, it probably debuted sometime in 2015.
I just got a tweet today that Pokemon Emerald came out 19 years ago today.
Oh god.
I have pain all over my body.
Accept me into your kingdom, Lord. I can't do it anymore.
It's terrible, man.
And in the Japanese dub, we've got Pan is born and Goku goes on a training journey.
Dude, can I tell you that sometimes like, if I'm feeling like depressed or something throughout the day, sometimes like instead of like, you know, like giving myself a pep talk or like doing my self affirmations, sometimes I'll just like whisper to myself, Lord Beerus. And it'll make me laugh so hard.
I can't tell you how many like I spent an entire 40-minute car ride just running it back like 4 or 5 times. It's crazy how we're our biggest fans. Like, as soon as we put out a podcast, we listen to it like, God, that was so funny.
But man, that's the secret of podcasting. If you can't listen to your own fucking voice, like, what's the point?
I'm so glad to provide you with that.
God, I'll listen to our Gears of War podcast and I'll cry. I literally cry. Oh, God.
Yeah, for me, it's old Dragon Ball Z.
Dude.
100%.
They're so good. If you haven't listened to our old Dragon Ball Z series, please go do that. You will die. Don't do it with family, but you will die. It's so funny.
Oh my God, that person that told us they listened to it with their family, and we all like, no, don't do that. Stop doing that.
I was like, I'm so sorry. Your family knows about my bowel history. That's
literally.
That's unfortunate.
Imagine you had like a shit history, like you could like go back into it, like a web browser.
Oh God!
You remember that time in Central Park? It's still on the records.
I'd like to forget. I'll be honest with you.
All right. So as we learned, Pan is born, which is kind of the big B plot of this episode. I don't even know if you can really call it a B plot, but it is definitely not like part of the adventure. Pan has been born with Chi-Chi refusing to allow her granddaughter to end up a martial arts fanatic like her grandfather. While everyone attempts to persuade Chi-Chi to change her mind, Bulma accidentally reveals that Vegeta had left 6 months ago to train under Whis to Goku's shock. After some time,
This like, all right, this arc was funny just because Piccolo getting locked in a room is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. I just love the juxtaposition of like Gohan, like, we could talk this out, right? And the immediate next frame is him and Piccolo getting locked in a closet. Like, I think that was one of the funniest things Dragon Ball's ever done.
Excellent.
But like, I do also think that the chase of Goku trying to get to Beerus's planet is also very funny and very like, as far as like Dragon Ball hijinks goes, that was pretty funny. Like, I'll give it that.
It's this whole kind of interior of like Goku feeling jealous that Vegeta is training led to some pretty good stuff.
It feels like, you know what? Like, you remember what I think on one of our old Dragon Ball Z podcasts, we have said that you are Vegeta and I'm Goku. Mm-hmm. Like, I have never felt more like Goku than watching this, because it's like I watch somebody win by doing something and I'm like, I gotta find out what you did. Like, it's my immediate knee-jerk response, and then it's my dopamine chase for the next 2 weeks. Like, it's I feel you, Goku. I get it.
After some time with Goku repeatedly inquiring if Whis has returned, Bulma gives him a cell phone to stop harassing her.
Oh my god.
He immediately approaches Whis during his outing with Bulma, and as soon as he receives her call. As soon as she called him, he just instant transmissioned right there, like immediately.
I wish I had that level of you know what? No, I do have that level of impulsivity. I wish I had the lack of consequences that brings.
The lack of social mores to do this.
Oh my god. If I could instantly teleport anywhere, I would be a nightmare. I hope you know that.
And the funniest part is you would be instant transmissioning for the same reason. You just pop up somewhere, all fucking 7 feet of you, and it would just be like, where's the fighting? Like,
oh god, the lengths at which I would chase my dopamine. Oh my god.
Whis accepts Goku's plea to be mentored, thinking that it is perfect timing for Goku to join Vegeta in training. Just as the two are about to depart, Chi-Chi, upon learning from Gohan of Goku's departure, attempts to stop him. Never really works out, does it?
No. And my favorite part of this is she goes off on him. She's like, I swear to God, I will kill you if you go. And then Goku just says something like, I gotta go train. I have to do it. And then she's like, okay. And I'm like, really? You're just giving it up that quick?
I don't know. The guy was literally meeting the punches of a destruction god like a couple of episodes ago. What can she say? Truly, at the end of the day, what can she say? No?
Yeah, well, I don't know, man. I feel like no matter how strong I become, if Nicole looks at me a certain way, I'm like, all right, fine. It's a different kind of strength. It's a totally different kind of strength that Goku just does not have.
It requires a lot of strength to be married to Goku, for sure. Perhaps the most.
Oh my goodness. And I gotta commend Chi-Chi. I feel like if she was any other person, or if she couldn't handle the stress, I already look like I'm 40 and I'm 29 years old. I would look like an 80-year-old man if I was 35 and married to someone like Goku.
Right.
I just, my God.
Imagine having a wife that's like this, nope, sorry, gotta go train, all the time.
Yeah, I'd just be like, I'll either join you or die.
Right, exactly. Those are the two choices you have, essentially.
I resigned to my fate.
Goku nevertheless leaves with Whis, and though devastated at his departure, Chi-Chi is sure that Goku will return sometime. Isn't that sad? She's just fuck it, he'll be back.
I mean, how many times has she been through this? He literally died and came back. I mean, what else? What else can you say at that point? He literally came back to you after perishing in a hellish fireball. I mean, he's coming back. I mean, that's a certainty. Right. There's 3 certainties: death, taxes, and Goku's coming back. That's it.
Goku's coming back. Goku's resurrection.
That's a podcast title if I ever heard one.
Death, taxes, Goku's resurrection. Episode 18. I'm here too. Training begins on Beerus's planet. And in the Japanese dub, I'm here too! Training commences on Beerus's world.
Oh, dude, I just imagine Goku showing up doing the fucking I don't know what it's called, but the thing that they did in Rocket Power whenever they greeted somebody.
You mean the emoji that you sent me earlier? You don't know what it's called?
I don't know what it's called. I just know what it looks like. I'm doing it right now.
Hang loose.
The hang loose, yeah.
Symbol. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
In which you extend only your thumb and pinky finger while keeping your other 3 fingers curled into the palm, for those of us who might not know what the fuck we're talking about.
Make a finger phone and shake it a little bit.
Finger phone and shake it. That's hilarious. Goku and Whis arrive on Beerus's planet, where Vegeta is tasked with housekeeping. He's also tasked with making Beerus's bed without waking him up. It's coming up a little bit later, but I thought that was really funny.
It's a literal Mr. Miyagi training, and I love it.
make the bed. Goku is surprised to learn that Vegeta has gotten considerably stronger after training under Whis. So, like I said, like a couple of, I think during like one of the first like setups to this while I was still watching, like, oh, I'm sure that Whis is going to be like a badass later on in the series. And it's not even so much directly shown as indirectly shown. Like these very powerful fighters, Vegeta is just crossing him up and he's just dodging or blocking everything. This like pompous fop kind of character with these gigantic pants is just slamming it up against like, Vegeta.
Imagine alien Mr. Monopoly beating up Vegeta. Like,
for real.
He's ridiculous. He's crazy. And he's not even like touching him. You know, this is Vegeta who went toe-to-toe with Majin Buu and won largely. Like, it's nuts. It's crazy to see him just kind of literally flexed on like this.
True. Goku wants to start his training right away, but learns that he and Vegeta must first carry out some house chores, which include changing Beerus's bed sheets without waking him up. It was just so great because while he was asleep, he was just like shooting energy beams and also like kicking the shit out of them from just like being asleep.
It's amazing. And like you gotta remember, you don't get a title like God of Destruction for no reason. Like it's just he just destroys everything even in his sleep.
Right. And like him being asleep is actually where he is the least dangerous. And yet, he still manages to be dangerous.
Yeah, like it just goes to show just what kind of being Beerus is.
Right. When the actual training occurs, it quickly wears Goku out, and he falls asleep while Vegeta continues. The next day, Whis decides to have a sparring match with his apprentices in order to gauge their speed. The two prove to be no match for Whis, even combined, and are too slow to land a single hit.
With Whis even
now you're adding Goku into the gumbo here. That's extremely crazy.
Yeah, when Goku's known for his speed, like that's banana sandwiches. Like that's unbelievable. And Whis even had time to sign their gis. Like,
that was hard. That was the moment where I was like, Whis.
That is taunting before shield breaking. That's ridiculous. Like, oh my god.
So while these guys are getting, trained somewhere else in space, the surviving members of Frieza's army are led by their general Sorbet.
Really got to change your name if you're going to be a commander.
Sorbet.
You can't, dude. Come on. Would you listen to a General Sorbet?
I don't know. I'd listen to General Gelato though, 100%.
I don't know. You have to be the hardest motherfucker in the universe to get by with a name like Sorbet.
That's true.
He looks like Toad. He looks like Toad and Squidward perfectly in the middle.
right in the middle of the slider. Yeah, keep all the sliders in the middle. It would be hard. It would be hard if somebody, even if they were like very tall, tattooed, very muscular, and they're like, "Hey, my name's Parfait. I'm gonna kick your ass." I'm like, okay. "Yo, your fucking name is Parfait." Like, I would get my ass kicked because I'd be laughing too hard.
I don't know. I think that'd be a little different because that's like a totally. That's reverse psychology, where you have to look the part. Like if you looked like what remember the light eating monster like from the weird like bobbity ship? Mm-hmm. If that thing's name was Sorbet, that'd be a little different. He looks the part of something that could absolutely eviscerate me. I don't know. If you look like Commander Sorbet and your name is Commander Sorbet, your reputation has to speak for you. That there's no other way.
I saw a meme and I thought about you the other day because it was like that thing of like the Halloween decoration. It's the giant scary werewolf and it has that little golden retriever sitting next to it looking all cute and nice. and the werewolf was dogs that are named Princess, and the golden retriever was dogs that are named Vehicular Manslaughter. And it's so true.
It really is.
And it's so true in these series, like these people with these ridiculous fucking names are so powerful.
Manslaughter. I mean, it's true.
Frieza's army continues their efforts of resurrecting their leader. Not far off, mysterious beings similar to Beerus and Whis have destroyed a planet in search of something. Which leads us into Season 2 of Dragon Ball Super. Oh,
this is Season 2?
The crowd goes wild. What's up?
This is Season 2?
This is Season 2 of Dragon Ball Super.
I thought that this whole thing was one season. That's how it's presented to me, at least.
Yeah, Season 1, God of Destruction. Season 2, The Golden Frieza Saga.
Oh, so it is broken into seasons. How about that?
I'm going to snap you the rest of the seasons because I don't want to read their names out loud.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
come back and listen to them.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows about Golden Frieza. It's not a spoiler. It's just, oh God, this is so cool. I love this.
Yeah. Golden Frieza Saga comes to us for the entirety pretty much of the remainder of 2015 into 2016. The original air date for episode 1, overall episode 19, is November 15th, 2015, and May 20th, 2017 in America.
Oh my God. Oh, so it's even older. Oh my God, this show is 8 years old.
Yeah. Dang.
Oh.
Hi, Chimama. No thanks. Okay, so episode 19, which is going to be our first episode for season 2, is called Despair Rises. The Emperor of Evil, Frieza, is resurrected.
Oh, yeah.
And in the it's Japanese dub, we've got Despair Redux, the return of the evil Emperor Frieza.
So, apparently the dub I'm listening to it on, it's like the original Funimation dub, but that was the dub title of this episode.
Mm-hmm.
So it was so weird to hear the announcer say the word redux.
Oh, so I got them backwards then. Okay, I'm getting them backwards. Yeah, so Despair Rises, Emperor of Evil Frieza Resurrected is the Japanese. Despair Redux, which is just a word that I'm looking at, and I'm just like, fuck you, that's a word. How dare you?
Yeah, it's a little cringy. It's
It's like, come on, do we need to throw an X into this? Like, are we for real? The return of the evil Emperor Frieza.
They do know their audience, though, I will say.
For real. Goku and Vegeta continued their training under Whis on Beerus' planet. Meanwhile, Sorbet is unable to find New Namek, and thus he and his assistant Taguma depart for Earth to use its Dragon Balls instead to resurrect their leader, Frieza.
My God, what a ballsy move.
They're like, fuck it, this isn't working. Let's just run it on Earth. Let's see what happens.
Oh, the Saiyans that literally murdered Frieza are on Earth? Let's just fucking go there. Why not? Like,
yeah, they've got Dragon Balls. Don't worry about it.
Insane.
They run into the Pilaf gang, who had collected all 7 Dragon Balls just before their arrival.
Poor Emperor Pilaf. Like, the man just wants food. Like, the man is at a point now where he's like, I don't even need to rule the world. I just want to eat. Like,
right.
Oh, God. And he just, I feel so bad for this. I feel, oh, my God. Imagine going and getting the original Dragon Balls, OG Dragon Ball style, and then just having it just taken away from you right at the end.
Right. I mean, Pilaf really be going through it throughout the entirety of Super.
Oh, God, that poor dude.
Sorbet coerces Pilaf into summoning Shenron, who explains that reviving Frieza would be futile, as his body was cut into pieces when future Trunks killed him. Sorbet insists after Taguma suggests using their advanced healing technology to restore Frieza. The two collect Frieza's Pieces, which sounds like a delicious candy.
I was just about to say, the new Friezies Pieces.
Friezies Pieces!
No, that's the title right there. Friezies Pieces.
We'll be right back, folks. Oh, man. Okay. All right. I'm going to try not to think about Friezies Pieces for like the next month.
Good luck.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Oh my god.
The two collect Friezies Pieces and return to their ship as Mai and Shu have used up the other remaining wishes. Frieza is completely regenerated shortly after. Oh my god. Ooh. Okay.
Oh boy. Oh boy. See, I do want to
yeah.
talk about this scene super quick though.
Please do, yeah.
Yeah, when they made the wishes, all of them found out that they could make 3. And Sorbet's like, oh god, we could revive King Cold also. We could wish for more men. And then Shu comes out and wishes for $1 million and Mai wishes for ice cream. And I'm
Genius.
like, I love them. I love them so much. And then she just gets this giant tub of ice cream, like it's on ice, and Shenron just goes, no extra charge for the ice. And with that, I'm gone.
I fucking love that dragon
and
so
I'm
much.
And I'm like, that could have been silly, Shenron. You know, I love that. That's fun.
Yeah, you don't like him getting scared.
I don't,
but you do like
I don't like scared HR Shenron.
I love middle management shit.
Yeah, I don't like assistant manager Shenron. Like, I really am not a fan.
Regional manager of wishes for Earth.
Literally.
Once restored, Frieza reveals his horrific ordeal in Hell and desires revenge against Goku and future Trunks. It's a horrific ordeal for someone who lives, sleeps, and eats and breathes evil.
Yes.
It's him in a cocoon surrounded by adorable, cutesy woodland creatures singing songs. And I was like, this isn't that bad.
He was essentially stuck in like a repetitive Snow White. Like, it was so funny.
I get it. It's not ideal. It would probably get annoying. But when I think of Hell, I'm like more inclined towards the Dantean version of this, the Alighieri Hell, the backwards heads and boulders and shit.
Frieza would thrive in that environment.
Right, exactly. I get why they did it, but it's hilarious. It's so funny.
It is very funny to see him there. But like, I get it, Frieza. That would get like, I'd be in there like, oh, this isn't so bad for like a month tops, and then after that month, I would go insane. Like, would be the worst.
Oh my god. Ataguma objects to Frieza's plans, but Frieza promptly subdues him by shooting a laser through his chest. I remember it happening. That's like if somebody disagrees with my lesson plan, I can't just like put a ruler through them and like call it a day. But
I loved his ruthlessness. He's like, wouldn't it just be better to forget the Saiyans and go rebuild your army? And then without a word, he just gets shot. I'm like, oh my god. And he's just like, you should have held your tongue. And then he shoots him again. I'm like, oh my god, it's back. He's like a dictator. He's like Stalin or Mussolini. He just fucking kills people, or just harms them for no just because they spoke up. Again, needlessly evil and just pure evil for no reason. I love that character.
When Frieza finds out that Goku has gotten much stronger since they last met, he decides to train in order to become more powerful. Since Frieza's power was inborn, he felt that he had never felt a need. He reveals that he had never felt a need to train a day in his life before now. So Frieza recognizes he's kind of outmatched and has to kind of catch up, essentially.
Now, I think the coolest thing about this is if Frieza just kept training for a long time, let's say he gave it like a year, 2 years, hell, even 10 years, he could have just waited until Goku was an old man. And then that constant training, dude would have been absolutely unstoppable. Right? It's just that Frieza's species is so inherently powerful that only so few of them could exist.
Right.
So, and they just have such natural power that the slightest amount of training amplifies it by so much. And Frieza is just so fucking smart that he could figure out everything he can do.
Yeah. Always considers his options before moving.
Absolutely.
4 months pass before Frieza and his army head to Earth. All the while, Goku and Vegeta continue their training under Whis. Jocko, the galactic patrolman, travels to Earth to inform Bulma that Frieza has been revived and is approaching Earth with an army of 1,000 soldiers. Is this the first? I think this is the first time we see Jocko, right?
I think so. I don't remember him.
I'm looking back at the previous episodes, and this is the first time they put his name in blue on the Wikipedia. So this is probably the first time that we're doing it, and it's Jocko, the Galactic Patrolman. So yeah, Jocko was one of my favorite additions to Super, actually, because he's just a random side character that they just threw in, making more space stuff. I love when they do other planets and other aliens from other races and such.
Oh yeah, and like Jocko's fun, but like it's so weird because he mentions knowing Bulma, and maybe he's a Dragon Ball character.
I don't remember. Let's take a look at the old.
Because
I'm gonna open.
He
up
mentions
his
knowing Bulma
talking.
pre-Trunks, so like, where the fuck is this dude from? Maybe he was in an OVA. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, no. So this is the thing. It appears to be its own manga, but was also written and illustrated by Akira Toriyama. So it was serialized in Weekly Shonen Jump, July to October 2013.
No shit.
It follows Jocko, an extraterrestrial police officer that has come to Earth to protect it from an evil alien attack. Yeah, so it was, from July 29th of 2013 to October 14th of 2013. So.
They fucking Halo 5'd us in Dragon Ball Super?
It seems that way. So here's the thing. I just found the reason that we have this here is that Tights is a character in this manga. So a 17-year-old girl who befriends Jocko and aspires to be a science fiction writer. She's the body double that will be sent into space in place of An Azuki, which I assume is something from the manga. She graduated from university at age 16 and is Bulma's older sister, which I think actually we see Tights, and I think there is actually a little phone call, and I'm like, oh, that's Jocko. So, wild.
Yeah.
Wild stuff.
Interesting.
Absolutely. Yeah. With the Frieza force fast approaching, Bulma gathers the remaining fighters to fight Frieza's army in hopes of holding out until Goku and Vegeta make it back to Earth.
I loved the scene where Gohan and Videl were coming back from I think they were just shopping or something, and Piccolo, they find out that this is happening when the Frieza force comes to Earth, and Piccolo is just there with Pan, and he's just being an uncle. He's just playing peekaboo with Pan, and he's just it's so cute. It's such a cute scene, and I just after the Dragon Ball superhero movie, I can't wait until we get because Gohan. Let's be real. They're not gonna do anything. They're probably not gonna do anything with Gohan after this. They even gave him new form. They just did it to please the fucking Gohan stans, i.e. me. But they did it for that reason. I don't think they plan to do anything else with him. But I really hope they go with training Pan to be better than Gohan.
Hell yeah, bro.
That would be so fucking cool. Anyway, but yeah, this is crazy. And even Gohan's like, oh, that's Frieza. Everyone just immediately knows. He's like, that feels like Frieza. There is no fucking way. And it just cuts to Frieza coming in on Earth, and they're already they know they can beat him. They know they can beat Frieza, but at the same time, they're still so scared of Frieza because they know how long it's been. Like,
yeah. And like, how did he come back?
Yeah, how
It's
did he get
fucking
back?
Frieza.
Yeah.
He's killed a few of us. Like, it's true. Like, it was a plotline that they thought was resolved. It's not like Majin Buu. It's not like he's a homie now. They thought he was gone. It would probably be the same, if not a similar reaction if Cell showed back up. Like it's Frieza. He carries that kind of clout and that kind of weight behind his presence. All right, episode 21, episode 3 for season 2, The Start of Revenge. The malice of Frieza's army strikes Gohan, or in the Japanese, or in the English dub, which I guess I'm doing the English dub, The Start of Vengeance. The Frieza Force's malice strikes Gohan. I actually, I have to actually shout out real quick to my dad, my father. It was my dad's 70th birthday the other day, actually.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So we went home. Me and my sisters took him to go see John Wick 4, which, if anybody knows my father, is extremely on brand. But every line that Keanu Reeves speaks in that movie sounds like if I took the surfer boy voice that I like do all of the other titles with and subjected him to incredible trauma. That's pretty much
my God.
all the lines. This is like, yeah.
That's Keanu Reeves. I mean, look at him. He was he was Ted.
Right, exactly. I'm going to need a way in. Like, it's just
who he kind of sounds like? What was that old Adult Swim bit with like he had like a Native American outfit and he was like a bird person with snake arms and backwards.
Oh my god.
legs.
Oh my god. I know exactly what you're talking about. That's the problem.
The way I'm trying to commit vehicular manslaughter.
No. It was I remember exactly what you're talking about.
I don't know what his name is, but he sounds like that.
I'll get it later because it's bothering me now. Frieza and his army arrive on Earth where Gohan, Piccolo, Krillin, Master Roshi, Tien, and Jocko have assembled to hold out until Goku and Vegeta return. Frieza says that he has waited a long time to have his revenge and that he wishes to face Goku. So,
I love this. I'm excited.
What?
I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited for the fight because the fight is so fucking good.
Yep. It's the whole saga. The whole saga builds to it. Seeing that he is not present to help, Frieza orders his army to attack the Earthlings, and they prove to be no match for the fighters. Even Krillin, who had given up fighting. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Disappointed with his... so this Frieza's army sucks. Like, they are getting rocked.
I mean, look at them. You know what? They're still using scouters. You know what I mean? It's like, to bring a more present analogy to us, it's like putting ancient gears up against tier elements. It's not a challenge. It's not a thing.
Right. It's not the gears aren't gears aren't oiled, really.
No. Absolutely not.
Disappointed with his lackluster army, Frieza orders Sorbet to send in his elite soldier Shisami to take out Gohan. Suddenly, Tagoma fires a beam at both Shisami and Gohan, which kills the former and badly injures the latter. So Tagoma, the guy who got shot by Frieza, suddenly has this like heel turn, I guess is the only way I can make it out, like in wrestling, where he just like a good quote unquote dude turns evil, quote unquote.
I don't know if it's a heel turn per se. That's kind of always been the Frieza Force's MO. It's the target is the target, and who's ever in the way, well, that sucks.
Right. But we're gonna see that there's even a little bit like more to this here.
I can't wait.
Sorbet is surprised by Taguma's newfound power and his betrayal, which he had achieved through training with Frieza. Frieza promises Taguma the command of his army if he takes out the Earthlings. Taguma accepts and prepares to fight. So, yeah, Taguma kind of trying to make his way into a corner office in the Frieza army here.
I mean, like, it's surprisingly easy to get on Frieza's good side.
Right. Just be good at murder. Be good at killing.
Good at what he's asking you to do, and literally that's it. Like, he's surprisingly cooler than you'd think he'd be as a boss.
Big
know
agree.
what I mean? Like, just if you're into that, if that's what you're into doing, then he's a good boss. Like,
yeah. Oh my god. Meanwhile, Goku and Vegeta are oblivious to what is happening on Earth, as Whis sends them to train in a pocket dimension at Beerus's command. So they are not exactly aware that Frieza is attacking, otherwise they would probably be involved in the event.
I'll say.
Yeah. Episode 22, we've got, it's the same title in both the sub and the dub, so I'll do it in the voice. Change! An unexpected return. His name is Ginyu.
Oh, yeah, baby. He's big. He's purple. I was going to say horny, but I guess...
He's a frog.
Yes. Not yet. Not yet. But he's back. He is back.
Back again. Taguma powers up and confidently approaches his opponents. Piccolo is instantly outmatched. Taguma is blasted by Gohan, who causes him to fly several yards away. As the dust settles, Taguma is revealed to be unharmed, as he gloats about the punishment he endured from sparring with Frieza to make him quote-unquote invulnerable. It's not fucking true, but it's, he's like, I trained very hard under a very bad man. So I'm really hard to kill.
Now, just think about it. Imagine, like, training under Frieza. Like, training with Frieza. The man who put a hole in you for speaking out of turn. Like, that's gotta warp you, man.
There's something to learn, even from dictators, even from people who act in cruel and evil and inhumane manner. Like, we are able to learn things from those individuals. I mean, especially how to be evil. Like,
how to be evil, how to stop it if that's your intention. There's a really cool quote that I saw the other day. I don't remember where I saw it, but it's, you don't get to be the game developer if you don't know how to play the game.
Right. Exactly. Colton, can I give you a recommendation real quick?
Yes, please.
On Netflix, lovely little historical documentary, won't take up too much of your time, called How to Be a Dictator. Think that you would be very interested in that, obviously. You've told me you wanted to be a dictator multiple times.
Oh, so yeah, absolutely.
I figured that you might want to get the playbook on that. No, for real though, really good.
Please don't look too much into that, audience.
That is absolute cap. Don't worry about it. No, it's really good. I feel like you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Please enjoy. Gotenks suddenly arrives and headbutts Taguma in the nuts before splitting back into Gohan and Trunks, with Frieza assuming the latter to be future Trunks' son.
They really don't like Gotenks in Super, do they?
Not particularly, but I think they're like, I think Toriyama's really like attached to how like, it's on time limit. It's on time limit. I'm like, yeah, okay, we know, man.
I get that. But Jesus Christ, give us more Gotenks content. I would love it, like, because in the Dragon Ball Superhero movie, they had like Trunks and Goten. They were like 13 years old. Like, I would love to see like a teen Gohan aged Gotenks. You know what I mean?
Right.
I feel, just give us a little more Gotenks and make him a little bit more mature. And I feel like we have such an awesome character there.
That's the thing, is like you said that they're not going to do anything with Gohan. So what's to say they don't pull a Boruto with Goten, though?
I don't think
it could run for years. It could run for years if they wanted it to.
That's the thing, is you're right. It could. They could do that. But for some reason, they just have this aversion to giving Goku's kids literally anything.
For real, man. For real.
Trunks has his own arc. Like, Pan gets her own movie. Like, what? Give me something to work with here. There's a whole part of the tree untapped.
Right. They're gonna say that they did it with Gohan already. They didn't, but they're gonna say, "Oh, we got all this stuff,
look at the Cell Saga, amazing." What about I don't know the Frieza Saga, the Saiyan Saga, the Buu Saga, entirety of Super, all dominated by Goku? Can we perhaps give Gohan anything? Like.
I also think this is funny that Frieza thinks that little Trunks is future Trunks' son.
Very funny.
Which is a really good bit. Like, because he killed him before he revealed that he was from the future. So that's real. When that came up, I was dying. I thought that was really funny.
Yeah, Frieza's just like, why is there so fucking many of them?
These monkeys, they reproduce.
One of my favorite tropes in Super is exasperated Frieza. He's very.
Oh God.
He's just very like, of course this is happening.
Oh, right. This hasn't happened before.
Yeah, he gets so mad, but so not mad about it. Like, and I love it so much.
This is perfectly expected. Moving on.
I hate every bit of this, but I can't say I didn't see it coming.
Right. At this moment, Captain Ginyu, in parentheses, as a frog,
yes,
exploits Takama's
what
moment
a legendary that's a redux. There it is. Holy shit. Wow.
Damn, bro. I remembered that joke as I was reading the words. I said Captain Ginyu and I was like, wait a minute. As a frog.
As a frog.
He exploits Takama's moment of weakness to trick him into setting off his signature body swap ability.
See, that's the kind of shit you would miss if you didn't listen to the filler episodes of the Dragon Ball Z series of our Tryforce podcast here.
Right, or if you didn't listen to our interview with Bruce Faulkner where he talks about the original body swap and frog scene.
Yes! That was really good.
After venting his own ordeal of being a frog, Ginyu is able to quickly adjust to his new body's immense power and overpowers everyone. Bulma, Trunks, and Goten attempt to contact Whis, which bewilders Jocko. It's just like, why are you calling the god of destruction's right-hand man exactly?
I mean, let's be honest. If either of us had met Whis, I think we would immediately try to make him a homie. Like, right. He's just so fun to be around.
Like, hey man, we got a podcast. You want to
absolutely.
While fighting Gohan, Ginyu appears to have the upper hand until Gohan transforms into a Super Saiyan and defeats him. When Gohan shows mercy to Ginyu, Frieza becomes enraged and explains how this is pretty much triggering him, reminding him of the time that Goku showed mercy and spared Frieza before, firing multiple death beams at Gohan. This, of course, talking about the famous scene from Dragon Ball Z, where he gives him a little bit of power to escape the dying planet, and Frieza uses it to betray him. Classic. Absolutely classic. Vintage DBZ, I think.
Absolutely vintage DBZ. I do not understand. I don't. I really don't understand. It's like, I get that you need to take the high road, right?
Right.
Sure. I understand, but is Space Hitler the high road you want to go?
Yeah. I gotta agree.
You know what I mean? I feel like there's no high road. The high road is killing him. The high road is taking him out of the universe. Like, the first thing that Frieza did. He had flesh and bone for the first time in decades, and the very first thing he did with it is to go and clap the cheeks of the people that killed him. I don't think he learned a thing. You know?
It reminds me of that one Rick and Morty joke. I haven't learned a thing.
It's exactly that. So maybe, just maybe, the high road is just offing them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't get it either. But you know, we got the Golden Frieza saga.
Sure. I mean, yeah, okay. I agree with you, but I also, oh God, come on, guys. You've been there. You showed mercy to Frieza before, and look what happened. It pisses me off so much because it's like, we've done this already. Literally this exact thing already. And you know what happens. So just do it different.
How? What have we learned? Episode 23. The Earth. Gohan. Absolute peril. Get here, Son Goku. Oh, sorry. Hurry and get here, Son Goku. In the Japanese dub. And in the English dub. Earth. Gohan. Both on the ropes. Hurry and get here, Goku.
I really like... So your Discord audio cut out for me for a second. All I heard was Earth, Gohan, Peril, Goku. And I'm like, that can't be the title. Please.
They're all exclamation points.
I was like, if that's a title, I'm so like, I'm here for the minimalist format, but it's just like, my God.
There are 11 words in this title, and there are 5 exclamation points. That is too many. Piccolo steps in to save Gohan, taking Frieza's attack to save his life, and dies in the process. I think this is what, five?
Seen this before.
I think this is number 5 for Piccolo. I don't know what's good.
All at Gohan. All because of Gohan.
All for saving Gohan.
All for saving Gohan, who goes on to do nothing. Just
On Beerus's planet, Beerus is revealed to have developed an obsession for pizza, which I understand.
I got you, Beerus. I got you, man.
And becomes furious when he learns that Goku and Vegeta ate all of the reserve pizzas that we stored in his pocket dimension as they trained.
It's like, pizza is just one of those foods that literally could enchant a god. It's like, I don't know how okay this is to say, but like, I heard a funny thing about pizza. It's like, pizza is like sex. When it's good, it's amazing. When it's bad, it's still pretty good.
It's still pretty good. Yeah, that's a classic.
It's like, pizza can only be okay. That's the worst it can be.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not true. That is not true. Technically, pizza's only bread, cheese, and tomato. Bread, cheese, and sauce, right?
I mean, that's the thing. Is like that is what a pizza is, but like the concept of pizza, I feel like, is a little larger now.
Yeah, I feel like it's like the hot dog a sandwich debate, you know?
Right, but even so, a cheese pizza, you don't need too much more than that. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
yeah, you really don't. But like a good pizza is just, oh my God.
Right, and they have like magical means of like keeping it warm and like the cheese all like. Anyway. Whis telepathically responds to Bulma's invitation for a strawberry sundae and relays her message of Frieza's revival and Piccolo's death to Goku and Vegeta. She's like, okay, come by for a strawberry sundae. By the way, Space Hitler is back and your friend is dead. Like, it's two very different messages.
It feels like did you watch Space Jam, obviously, right?
Oh my God, which one? One or two?
The first one. Do you remember when Bugs Bunny called up Michael Jordan? He's like, oh yeah, by the way, everything's fine, the weather's fine, the kids are fine, and oh, by the way, we need your help!
Literally.
It's literally that conversation. And I love it. I love that it was you could get these guys' attention with just such the trivialest thing. The Frieza was stopped by a strawberry sundae.
Right. Colton, can I ask you a quick question that somebody posed this to me and I haven't been able to stop thinking about it since.
What is it?
Does Space Jam qualify as an isekai anime? You know what I'm saying? Like animation. Protagonist is warped to a different world in which he does not understand the new world, and there are monsters. It's an isekai anime. Like, you know what I mean?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? It's tough.
It's true. Oh my god.
Exactly.
It technically, it's like, is Grape Ape a kaiju? You know, it's like
right, exactly. It's one of the, we've hit them all. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Is Space Jam an isekai? And is Grape Ape a kaiju? I can't wait for the Pacific Rim with Grape Ape and Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Imagine the lizard. The lizard comes out of the water and you just hear Grape Ape.
Hunka bunka Grape Ape. Hunka bunka, my worst nightmares.
Go get him, Grape Ape! Kick his ass!
As Whis says, it would take some time to reach Earth. Goku resorts to instant transmission on Beerus' advice, but realizes that instant transmission is impossible due to a large distance between Earth and Beerus' planet. They need to find a potent enough energy signature to pinpoint on Earth. Gohan powers up to his maximum limit to give his father an energy source for instant transmission. I cannot believe that Gohan was a GPS at this section of the plot.
Gohan, you've played Halo, obviously.
Of course.
Gohan has been relegated to a one-way teleporter node.
Right.
Gohan!
So sad.
Obliterated Cell and is a one-way teleporter node for a Frieza fight!
Not great. Not great.
Technically,
not a good look.
Technically speaking, Gohan has beaten Frieza.
Right. Already. On the resume.
Oh, God. It's ridiculous.
Goku and Vegeta arrive on Earth in the nick of time to save Gohan, upon which Vegeta promptly executes Ginyu. As Goku and Frieza meet after a long time, Frieza transforms directly into his final form to demonstrate his new power. This results in the death of all of Frieza's men, except for Sorbet, who is at a considerable distance. So he powered up so hard that he killed everyone. I mean, that's like a JoJo plot point. That's ridiculous.
I mean, ideally, that's what should happen to like everyone. I saw.
But it's not like he absorbed their power. He just vaporized them.
No, because it's like the amount of power radiating from Frieza at that point. I forgot where I read this, but I was reading a thing about Pokemon about how technically their evolution should literally end the world. Like Magikarp evolving into a Gyarados, the amount of energy that would require for the mass gain at that speed, that much mass, it would be like setting off a nuclear bomb.
Right. That's why I say that really Pokemon is just like playing God. Essentially, it's just like capture these minor deities and cause them to fight for your amusement. Exactly. Because you are the overbeing, essentially.
Oh my God. Actually capture the literal deity in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Oh, ridiculous.
Episode 24. Clash, Vegeta versus Son Goku. This is the result of my training. And in episode 24, Clash, Frieza versus Goku. This is a result of my training.
All right, Ted, we got it. Thanks.
Excellent! The battle between Goku and Frieza begins. They fight on even ground, with neither one able to inflict significant damage to the other. Frieza resorts to attacking Krillin and Bulma instead.
Man, Krillin cannot catch a break.
Cut it out, bro.
You can't catch a break at all.
You know, you gotta know your power level, essentially.
Imagine like being Krillin, finding out that Frieza's coming to Earth, and then going there. Like,
yeah. Fucking Krillin had severe PTSD in like these episodes. Like he flashed back to Frieza killing him, murdering him like a few times. Like it happened a lot. Like I was like, I feel terrible for him.
It's like one of the most traumatic moments of the series. And like Krillin's like, I could fucking sure. Why not?
Yeah.
Like,
Goku tries to save them and is caught off guard when Frieza lands several blows on him. Eventually lashing out at Goku, Vegeta intervenes out of impatience for the fighters' constant rambling and holding back their full power.
it's almost like if you show mercy to Frieza, he's going to kill your fucking friends.
Right.
Sorry,
like,
what?
exactly. Oh,
What
no,
was
give Cell a sensu bean. It's
Give
fine.
Cell a sensu bean.
So stupid. The whole I can't. Goku takes Vegeta's request into account and convinces Frieza to power up. Convinces Frieza to power up to his maximum. When Frieza calls out to Goku to show his full power, Goku transforms on his own into a new version of Super Saiyan God.
Yeah, of course he does. Why wouldn't he? You know, it's okay. They got. Is it just me, or in Super did they get really lazy with the namings?
I can't even go into how much I dislike the fact that it just. I'm thinking about like the future season 4. If you caught my Snapchat earlier.
Yep.
Like that with Goku Black, I was like, you got to be fucking joking right now. Anyway, no, we're talking about that when we talk about that. We're gonna have to carve aside 5 minutes of podcast for me to talk about how stupid that shit was.
Technically, if they had followed like the traditional localization, like with like in Legend of Zelda, you know how there's Dark Link? Like
Right.
in Japan, he's Black Link because he's dark. You know, he's like Dark Link. He's literally Black Link. You
Right,
know?
exactly.
And
Like black meaning like scary and like
Black
other
magician.
and like spiritual. Right, yeah.
Black
I know what you're
Magician
talking
is
about.
Dark Magician in Yu-Gi-Oh!
But you can't call him Black Frieza in
can't-
the United States.
You can't. No, you can't call him that. But you shouldn't call him Goku Black. Why not just Dark Goku?
Dark Goku.
That's cool.
Goku Dark.
Goku Dark. Do you use your Goku on light mode or dark mode?
I love my favorite villain, Goku Shade.
I do love that new coffee, Goku Dark. You know,
Goku Dark. All right, we're gonna get into episode 25, and then I think that is where we're gonna end things.
I think
for
so.
right now. Episode 25, an all-out battle, the revenge of Golden Frieza. But in the English dub, a full throttle battle, the vengeful Golden Frieza.
It's so funny because I love the way he brags to Goku and Vegeta about training for like fucking 4 months.
Right,
He brags to them about training for 4 months, and
Like-
he's like keeping pace with them. And we have seen the Cell saga, the Boo saga. We've seen the entirety of GT. We've already been through the Beerus saga. And Frieza just comes out the gate and goes, I've been in the lab a little bit.
Right. Exactly. Like Vegeta and Goku routinely go into a chamber where 4 months is 4 minutes for them, essentially.
Yeah,
probably less time. Like,
it's so nuts. Like his growth points are crazy.
episode 25 starts off after testing Goku's new transformation, which Goku explains is a Super Saiyan equivalent to a Super Saiyan God, which is okay. The Super Saiyan equivalent of a Super Saiyan God. All right. Anyway, so the original power-ups, but better.
Yeah.
Frieza unveils his new golden Frieza form.
Hell yeah, it's Super Saiyan New Game Plus, basically. Like,
Literally, though. Like, it's like prestige
Yes!
Super Saiyan.
Prestige Super Saiyan, yes!
I'm actually on Super Saiyan God Prestige.
Level 55?
Literally. I got the special. I got the special tag.
I got the golden skins.
After expressing,
Frieza's got the golden skins. Frieza's prestige.
yeah, Frieza's got the golden skin now. After expressing how impressed they are by each other's progress, Goku and Frieza engage in a fierce battle. Meanwhile, Whis informs Bulma of their arrival on Earth in a few minutes, but he and Beerus must stop midway upon encountering the Destroyer God from Universe 6 and Beerus's brother, Champa, and his attendant, Vados, who is Whis' older sister. Wild. When this happened, I was like, I saw them in the intro, don't know what's going on, didn't expect you to both be related to each other.
That's the weird part. That's very strange to me.
Yeah. I thought Whis was like this, like, one of one, but then there's just this, like, Lady Whis, and I'm like, in Vados, and I'm like, oh, well, okay, wait a minute.
Yeah, literally. And they're the same person. Like, they really are the exact same person.
And so are Beerus and Champa. Champa's just a little bit, like, chunkier. Like, that's
he
about
chonky.
it.
He chonky.
After having a short conversation with Champa and Vados, Beerus and Whis finally arrive on the battlefield. While eating Bulma's delicious desserts, Beerus and Whis acknowledge that Frieza has indeed become significantly stronger, and Goku seems to have a tough time keeping up with Golden Frieza. Still not used to his newest form, Goku struggles to keep up with his Golden Frieza's speed and prowess, eventually getting pummeled into the ground. So even Super Saiyan God is having some trouble with Golden Frieza.
Which is nuts. 4 months. 4 months is, and this is like Frieza taking it for a test drive. Like, that's so crazy. That's so crazy. Like,
I mean, what if he latched on another month? What if he latched on another 2.5 weeks? If that's the growth
he did
point
it for a year.
Right, exactly.
Like,
and like it goes to show you how Frieza keeps himself relevant as a villain. And like the Golden Frieza saga was the only reason we got to enjoy Chris Ayres' like performance as Frieza to its fullest degree.
Yeah, it really defined new Frieza. You know, it really put Frieza back on the map, and I really think it put him over Cell in terms of coming back. Like, Cell would have been fun, sure, but Cell would be a fun, like, begrudging ally now. You know what I think? I think that'd be really, like, if there's a way to bring him back and like he'd be an ally for a bit and get really pissed off about it, I think that would be so funny.
Yeah, no, I'm so in for that. I'm so down.
Like if Cell and Gohan have to team up against Frieza at some point. Like,
right. Love and enemies to friends. Love and enemies to friends. Heck yeah. Classic.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah, so I mean, next time we're pretty much going to do what we did tonight, which is wrap up the final 2 episodes of this saga before getting into the Universe 6 saga.
Ooh, some of my favorite characters come out.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that one too.
Yeah, it was fun. Imagine like the PyCon saga, but like 1,000 times better.
Stop. True. Very true. All right. Well, I have dragoned enough balls for this evening. What about you?
Didn't expect.
I wasn't expecting that to land that well. Actually,
I was like, all right, sure. It caught me so off guard. But yeah, no, I think we could wrap it up and call it an episode.
You don't have to.
Oh my
I'm at my limit here.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. We can wrap it up here.
Great. So yeah, next time we'll probably continue with the end of Golden Frieza into Universe 6.
Absolutely.
You can find me anywhere on the internet. Just try me. I won't be there. Even if you think you found me.
I can't believe you're ghosting the entire internet. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna try my best.
As for me, I am making my triumphant return to streaming this Sunday.
Sound the fucking horns.
It's been a long day, without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it on Sunday when I see you again.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, I got a text from my mom saying, "Did you know the last Fast and Furious movie's coming out? I haven't seen the previous one. We need to go see it."
Hell yeah.
Oh my God, it was so funny. But so I'll be doing Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll be treasure hunting through my bulk and finding out what I have and what I don't. Telling you some funny stories about polls. And showing off some new decks, and I'm gonna be sticking to a strict Sunday only schedule for now.
Oh, nice.
And it's gonna be easy Sundays for a little while, and then gradually I'll add an extra day. And the plan is to just do 2 days a week, until it generates any money. Like, that's it.
Hell yeah, baby.
So,
good for you.
Absolutely. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. I certainly am, and I can't wait to see you guys on Sunday.
So am I. Have a good night, everybody.
Later!